Hi, my name is Jaden Wilson, and today I'm going to be doing an oil change in a Honda 250R. And the things that you'll need is you'll need I'm using a Honda filter. You'll put that in later. You need a rag to wipe out your oil in the oil filter. Then you also need a 12 millimeter wrench socket, 10, and a 12, and an 8. So 10, 12, and 8. And then I also have a funnel just to make it easier to put the oil in. And you definitely need an oil pan, drain pan, and then you need your transmission oil, which that will go in the transmission part. Then you need your motor oil, which will go in the other part that you put the oil in. So first thing I'll be doing is taking out the oil. And I'm going to use a 12 and a 10. And the 10, I'm going to use for the 12. I'm going to be using to take out my transmission oil. Put the drain pan under. Now I'm just doing the transmission. So you're gonna Okay, just let that drain out. And while that's draining, we'll do the motor oil. Let that drain too. And that's right under here. Right under the motor. Okay, I'm just going to finish taking this off. Bottom, it's the motor oil. Make sure it goes down into the pan. Probably going to get oil all over your hands. So let that drain out as well. Okay, now while that's draining out, you're going to come over here. And this is your oil filter. So while that was draining out, I'm just going to undo these. There's 2 screws right here that you're going to take out. Okay, now once you get this out, this is your filter. You just take that off. I'll just put it in the oil bucket. Wipe that off. Wipe the little cover off. Then I'm just going to wipe in here. There's the spring, it just fell out. The spring comes in the back of your filter, so it comes like that, kinda. Okay, now you're gonna put the new filter in. Okay, so there's a rubber piece on the filter, and that goes on the cover like that. Make sure you get that on the right way. Then you need a little spring, and that goes on the other side, just like that. Put that in, just like And the spring is going to be kind of pushy, so keep pushing it in, and then you can twist and screw in the bolts. And you don't want to screw them in you want to go one at a time. If they don't go in easy, then they're not going in the right way. You just keep. So after you take the transmission oil out and the motor oil out, then you're gonna take this out, which is a little bolt, which when you take out, or when you put in your motor, this is how you measure it. If it starts pouring out just a little bit, then you're full and it's good. Okay, now we're gonna put our motor oil in and our transmission oil. So we're gonna take that cap off, and then we need our drain bucket, just in case it starts pouring out. Now you're gonna grab your oil. This is a transmission oil, so I'm just using the 80 weight. Actually, this top is off. Then you're gonna pour it in right through here, and you're gonna watch. Just keep squirting this in. Keep watching that hole, make sure it's not coming out when you're not watching it. They put too much in it. Okay, now I've seen a little bubbling come out of the little hole, so that means we have enough. We're gonna screw that back on. Screw that back on. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing with this side. Well, we're gonna use the motor oil. Instead of transmission oil, we're going to use motor oil for it. Take your cap off. And you can also, if you do have a dipstick, you can just wipe it off. Okay, now you want to put your motor oil in. Let's grab our funnel real fast. Okay, and I put in as much as my manufacturer, like the manual of the bike that you have. You're going to put that much in there, as it says. Mine's going to take 600 to 800. Okay, now we're good on that. Now you're going to put your dipstick back in your cap, if you do have a dipstick. Put that on. Okay, now you're basically done. Now all I have to do is just to make sure that they're full, you can start your bike and make sure it like warms up and stuff, and then shut it off, and then you can check it again and see if it's like the dipstick is good. Or like on another dirt bike, they also have like little windows right here that you can see, and if the mark on the window, if it doesn't have enough oil in it, then it will be below that mark, and so you want to make sure it's at the mark. And that's how you change the oil in a motorcycle.